Good day. My name is Professor Rakgetse John Mokwena. I'm a member of University of South African Department of Police Practice, College of Law. I'm going to present the article related to an exploration of the fundamentals of photography as a crime scene investigative tools. To outline the table of contents, the articles will come up with introduction, purpose of the article, methodology in the article, the brief discussion and findings and recommendations, and then conclusion. In the introduction, I will start by unpacking the concept of photogrammetry, term photogrammetry. The term photogrammetry originates from three Greek terms: photos, light, and gramma, drawing or record. And metron means measurements, which together describe the process of measuring from photographs, as per the author Michael Bethel and Glencoe 2001 on page 3. Literature defines photogrammetry as a science, technology, and method of obtaining reliable measurements and three-dimensional information about physical object and environment from photographs. Similarly, Wolf and Devet 2014, page 7, define photogrammetry as a technique that transforms two-dimension photographic images into accurate three-dimension coordinates, making it possible to map, model, or document physical spaces. Mokwena 2022 alludes that photogrammetry is seen as a technical development for strengthening crime scene investigation, aiding the tracing and identification of suspects. Now let us go to methodology. In this article, the researcher opted for non-probability or judgmental sampling, which was design method of choosing the prospective and or targeted group of participants from the large study population, according to Williman 2018. Judgmental sampling is premised on the researcher's own judgment, knowledge, and experience as the fundamental framework of determining the criteria according to which the participants are to be selected. This approach relies on the researcher's judgment to identify information-rich cases or individuals which are relevant experience according to pattern. While judgmental samplings allow for targeted selection, it reduces biasness and limits generalization due to subjectivity, which is documented by Chincha and Millward 2011. Furthermore, it increases the relevance of samples to the population of interest, as only individuals that fit in the criteria that is involved in the sample, Ectigan 2016, while empirical data collection were from 6 experts from Forensic Photogrammetry in Germany and United States of America, respectively. We, in this article, only 6 experienced photogrammetry experts were from Germany and USA. And then they were interviewed based on their expertise and experience. The meaning of photogrammetry is discussed in the introduction, and it was outlined as such as the taking measurement from the photographs using photogrammetry to document it into 3 dimensions. And then photogrammetry also use aerial photogrammetry and close range terrestrial photogrammetry. In the purpose of this article, the close range terrestrial photogrammetry was used because it was only used for the crime scene, while the aerial photography is used by the technical engineers who are erecting the big dams or constructing the road in a very high level of technology. The purpose of 3 photographs principles. 3 principal photographs include overall photographs. Overall photograph is a general orientation photographs of the area of the crime scene, where everything at the crime scene is taken from the distance so that everybody can see the address of the location of the crime scene. The mid-range photographs is the photographs which we introduce when we take a specific object, and then is the middle one. We call it the mid photographs. The close-up photographs is where we take photographs from a small object specifically for identification, whereby you can be able to identify or see the serial number from any object like the firearm, but on the close range. This is a 3 principles photography. Camera calibration. Photographers should be able to understand the camera calibration so that they must know that it has an impact on documenting the crime scene measurements through photogrammetry. Intrinsic camera parameter is also discussed. External camera parameter is also discussed. Lens distortion, optical imperfections is also in the discussion. Calibration method, accuracy, error minimization, and quality control. This diagram here illustrate how all this camera calibration is unpacked. Focal length, focal point, lens distortion, camera positioning, camera orientation and or rotation, projection error, residual analysis, validation, procedural source of error, radial distortion, tangential distortion, chronic distortion, correction techniques, lab bias-based calibration, field calibration, self-calibration, whereby you can just set your camera according to your needs as a photographer, software assistant calibration, importance of forensic scenes and differences. Findings and recommendation in these articles were photography is the main primary method for preserving the crime scene as it is discussed in this article. Also, after that, photogrammetry needs consistent service and maintenance to ensure a proper documentation of crime scene measurements. However, these days we are having smartphones which can be used to take measurements while taking photographs. We call it digital photogrammetry. Training gaps is in the hard labor, and training is required. So members need to collaborate with other countries so that they can have extensive knowledge and experience regarding to a crime scene measurement. Capturing the crime scene on permanent basis is used by photography. And after that, measurements of the crime scene are captured by using the very same photographs in the form of photogrammetry. Recommendation. In these articles, it's recommended that members should attend digital crime scene photography. Again, they should also attend annual refreshers course to update themselves with technological gap. In conclusion, in forensic context, the fundamentals of photography becomes even more significant. Photography serves as an essential tool for documenting the crime scenes, preserving evidence, and creating a permanent objective record that can be used in investigation and legal proceedings. Techniques such as the three photographs principles ensure the scenes are captured systematically and to ensure the specifications in details. That is the conclusion about this article. Thank you very much.